My Christmas tree here, you guys know that this is new, and I told you I used to have one. It was a little bit shorter and not so quite as full. It was kind of like that, and it had little snowy white tips on it, and I always loved that tree. But I lost some of the little bulbs and everything, and I just put it away, and it's buried now. I don't even know where it's at. So when I saw this at Hallmark, I got this because I always liked those trees. Ever since I was a little girl, and you go in people's houses and they'd have little trees like this. I always liked that. You know, I collect nutcrackers. These are old nutcrackers. You can tell by the way that their faces are painted. These were my mother-in-law's, and so we kind of inherited those. This here is a nativity with the world. And so that was also from Christmas Around the World. And you know, those are new. These little snowman candle, they're little candle things there so you can't see because of the sun. But I got these at one of my friend Diane. It was her novelty shop. I got those. We got these at Disney World last year. It's their Victorian Christmas, and that's the only set that they had. We used to go to Disney World at Christmas when my kids were growing up because we only lived 11 hours from Disney World. And so we would drive down there, like when the kids would be sleeping, we'd leave like 11 o'clock at night, and by the time the kids were waking up in the morning, we were already down in Florida. So you'll see some Disney things now and then too in my Christmas decorations. Most of them ornaments. There's my stocking that my friend Sarah made. Sarah's originally from like Oregon, California area, and she's lived in Japan for the last 17 years. So she made that for me last year. We exchange Christmas gifts too every year. So okay, here's my dining room. I did have my dining room table all cleared off nicely, but I've got things up here again because I send out Christmas gifts to some of my friends, and this is one box. This is Jenny's box. Jenny from Ireland. This box is getting ready to go. I've already sent one box to Sweden. This is the next one to go in a few days, and then I've got a few more that I've got to get together, and some other, well, this is just a little bit here, and then I have a little bit there too. But anyway, so let's talk about my dining room here. This candy cane holder there, that's what I used to keep on my kitchen table. I think I told you guys about that in one of my decorating videos, and I have to pull these out later. These are my Christmas mugs that my aunt gave me last year. My aunt and my grandmother had Santa mugs like that. They had big ones, and then they had real small ones. And when I was a little girl, all grown up till I was married and everything, my aunt at Christmas time, she would take those little Santa mugs and she would put mixed nuts in them, and everybody had one of those in front of their place setting. So that was always so cute. So that was always like a Christmas memory. And then when I knew that my aunt was downsizing her house and everything, I asked her if I could have those Santa mugs, and she goes, I wish I would have known that you wanted them. She goes, I just gave them, she gave them to somebody else, one of her friends or something. So anyway, no Santa mugs for me. So anyway, last year she saw those online somewhere, and it was that with hot chocolate mixed with it, and she sent that to me. She goes, here's your Santa mugs. So anyway, even those are new, these Santa mugs, there's a lot of sentiment and memories behind those as well. And so all my nutcrackers, I can't tell you every year what I got and that kind of thing. I can tell you I got that one this year. That one's new. So I can't remember like every store, everything, because they came from all different places. I'll get over there in a minute. Let's start over here. I remember these, the ones that are playing the instruments right there. I think I got those from Target. And all these other ones came from all different places. The first nutcrackers that I got at CVS that got me to start collecting nutcrackers was this one, this one, this one, and I have a couple other ones upstairs. Those were the first ones that I started buying and collecting. I think the first year I bought one or two, and then my husband said, go back and get all the other ones. So I got all the other ones, and so from there, every year we start collecting. Oh, this guy's one of them too. This one right here. So when I bought those, the little plush toy things, the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, yeah, that's when I started getting some of those. So there's those. Then I got this one at Disney World, that Nutcracker, and some of these Nutcrackers that I left the tags on because they're a collector's piece. I think this one, and the Irish one came from my friend Mary Alice. I told you I had several friends that had stores. The one friend that I got the first buyer's carolers, I even forget what her name was. I forget what her name was. But Diane, she's one of the other ones, and another one, her name was Mary Alice. Okay, so this, and this came from Mary Alice's store. And then I got that at Disney World last year in the Rat King as well. And I've had her, I don't know, about 14 years or so, 13, 14 years, something like that. I don't have her plugged in because she makes a lot of noise now, but she rocks back and forth. But it's a little bit loud. So anyway, I got these snowman ornaments over at Sam's Club 2 Christmases ago, I think. This came from my friend Diane's store. All the trees that will have any of these snowman faces, I got them all at the same time. I think that came from a Christmas party. Somebody had my name on there. This came from my friend Diane's store. This came from my friend Diane's store. Again, we went to a work Christmas party for my husband. This one is with his name. Then there's another one that has my name. That was many years ago. This came from Diane's store. And then, of course, I started collecting Nutcracker ornaments as I started seeing those as well. I think I might have got this at my friend Diane's store. I know I got this at Diane's store. I got this from Hallmark last year. This, I forget where I got this cuckoo clock, but I got this, I think, when we were living in Virginia. I've always had a thing for cuckoo clocks, and the reason why, because my grandmother always had a cuckoo clock in her dining room, and it was a cuckoo clock very much like that one. We don't play that one much anymore because we have this one, and we have enough clocks that chime, you know, because you can't get them all regulated right at the same time. One clock goes off, another clock goes off, so we just don't even use that one, but I love cuckoo clocks. And cuckoo clocks, you know, are very German. So anyway, but yeah, I think we got this when I was living in Virginia, so this is probably 20 plus years old. That's old too. I think I got that snowman at Diane's store. I got this last year from my friend Jenny from Ireland. I think I got that gingerbread man also from my friend Diane's store. That one is what. And there's the snowman face. So I got that at Diana's store. And the little soldier guy that's next to him. My other friend that I was telling you about that gave me the one smoker, my first smoker. She had the Christmas shop downstairs. I had gotten that from her store. And I think I got that caroler from her store. And that's probably about it as far as like sentimental ornaments with memories and that sort of thing. So now let's move on. Okay, so let's move now into the foyer. This big Nutcracker, we saw this at the Christmas tree shop probably about 5 years ago. And my husband obviously wanted to have it. Then these things were expensive. This was like $250. or 150, I forget what it was, something like that. But anyway, being the price that it was, we can only get one at a time, obviously, because I wasn't going to, spend that much, all at one time. So the next year they did have them, but they were pretty much taken. A lot of other people liked having those too. So they only had 2 left, and both of them, they had real shifty arms that were kind of broken. I was going to go ahead and get it anyway and just use some wood glue on there or something, and my husband said, no, just forget it. So anyway, we just have the one. So I get a lot of questions asked about this Disney stocking and where I got it. And as you can see, there's my door is the same size as your door. So that is a big, big stocking. I got that at Costco. I think I got that not long after we moved here. So I've had that about 5 or 6 Christmases now. And then I bought all these Disney stuffed toys at the Disney store and put those in there. And what I have in here, the fluff, that I use up there for snow, I just use that and stuffed in here. You can use, I might even have towels in here, like beach towels. I think I have a little bit of fluff and a little bit of beach towels. So that's my Christmas stocking. That's an old Nutcracker. I've had him since I lived in Chicago. I got that one, I think, a year before I got these 2 guys. I got these, I believe, over at Walmart. Believe it or not, they had those at Walmart. And I think I got this one over at Meijer. It's like a super Walmart, but of the Midwest. And I got this Disney hat last year when we were at Disney World, and I just stuck that on there. I'll show you this when I can get up onto the stairs. My nativity, I've already talked about that. I've had that since Chicago. This obviously is a new tree. Everything on it is new. These are new Santa and Mrs. Claus. I have another robotic one that I got, let's see, Christmas of 1996 when we first moved to Chicago. We left Virginia, went to Chicago, and I had a Santa, Mrs. Claus, 3 carolers, and I had an angel. But they're really old now, and the older that you have these robotic things, like that little girl that's over there in the dining room, they start making like a loud noise, and it gets irritating after a while. So I saw these at Lowe's a couple years ago, 2-3 years ago, and so I replaced them. And I found this elf last year. I think it was at Lowe's, but this elf, I got him when we were living in Chicago, and I found him at I got him at Meijers too. I got that at Meijer. I got the little girl in the rocking chair at Meijer. I got that at Meijer. Okay, so let's come into the dining room now. And yes, this is a new tree, but I have a lot of old ornaments on there. I got that. I think I got that at Home Depot, that Father Christmas. And I think I got him the first year that we moved here, so 7 years ago. This Father Christmas, I got him at Meijer. He's also robotic. His light lights up and he moves. That Father Christmas, I forget exactly where I bought him. He was the first Father Christmas that I bought. And then these Father Christmases, let's see. I forget where I bought this one. He was well, I think maybe one of the second Father Christmases that I got. And then I got this one. That's Irish Father Christmas. That's a Scottish Father Christmas. And I got this at my friend Mary Alice's store. So I was living in Chicago at the time. These are also collector's things. So like I left all the tags and stuff on. This Father Christmas, we had a Christmas party when I was still in advertising, and my friend drew my name, and she knew I loved Father Christmases, so she got me that, and I just love this. I think out of all my Father Christmases here, this is my favorite one. So I like that. And then this one, I think I bought this one since we've been here as well. And then this angel, I think I bought her. I got her at the same place I got that. I think I might have even got those. There's probably Target or Walmart. I was living in Chicago when I got those, and I leave her out all year round. I leave her in the middle of the table. These belonged to my mother-in-law. This is just a wreath, and she put like a little plastic charger tray there, and then just candles. So that's something that you could do too. And you don't have to use those kinds of candles. You can even use big candles. And I showed you guys that glass thing that I had, and you can put a candle in there. And that's why my mother-in-law always used the plastic chargers. So like if any wax came down, that it would just go on there. And that angel here, I bought her to be a tree topper, and she's always been on top of my living room Christmas tree. And that angel, I've had those, I think, since I lived in Chicago, like right before I moved. I think I got those. I believe so. Because the little wall ledge that divides the kitchen from the family room where I have my carolers, I had a shorter wall like that at my house in Chicago, and I had the angels on the mantle, and that angel, this angel, and that angel. I had them all lined up on that wall at Christmas. So now let's go through here. This is from Susie's store. She's the one that had in her shop the basement. She's the one that gave me the first smoker. Her name is Susie. I got that there. This is part of the 12 days of Christmas. So I've got 12, right, here's the Lords Are Leaping. I got the 12 days of Christmas all through here. And that one there. That's another ornament that came from Susie's shop. And another one. So like all these little caroler kids, like, or whatever. Some of them are carolers and some of them are carrying packages, but they're all like the same set of ornaments. Let's see. Here's another one of the 12 days of Christmas. This is the Maids Are Milking. I've had this since we lived in Chicago. When I first started doing my Victorian tree. Let's see. I'm trying to find the ones that are older with a lot of sentiment to it. Let's see. I've had this one for a long time too. This is a Father Christmas. I think I got this in Chicago too, but I forget where I got it exactly. This is part of the 12 days of Christmas. This is the drummers drumming. I think I got this at my friend Diane's store. So if you see any of these big snowflakes, that's where I got that. And this was given to me during a Christmas exchange when I lived in Chicago. I got this, I believe that was at Diana's store. And I got this, someone gave that to me also as a Christmas exchange gift, a dove ornament. And I've had this little angel on a swing. I've had that since I lived in Chicago. Here's another, what's number 3? First day of Christmas, partridge in a pear tree, 2 turtle doves. This is the hens, 3 hens or whatever. Whatever it is that they do. I'd have to sing the whole song to figure out what all that is. Okay, so as far as like sentimental type ornaments, that's pretty much for this tree. Oh, here's the 5 golden rings right there. They don't look too golden, but that's them. So, yeah, that's pretty much for that tree. That picture actually, too, I got from Chicago. Another one of my clients who had an antique/antique replica store. And that's a replica of a painting, so I bought that there. Okay, so in here, that candelabra, I got that from Susie's shop, and she actually made that. And let's see, this, I love this. I believe I got this over at Meijer. When I first saw it, I fell in love with it. I loved his long beard. My cousin Sandra made that for me, and I got that when we went to go stay down at her house when my brother got married in 1989. He was married on, was it the day before New Year's Eve? And I got this from Diana's shop, and I believe that as well. We started collecting boxer ornaments when we see them because of our boxers. I got this from Diana's shop. I love that. I thought that was so cute. I have these little Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer things. I forget where I got those, but here's that other elf. I told you I had one that was red. I got that from Diana's shop. This is the other ornament. The front of the tree has the two snowmans. I said my friend Peggy gave it to me for a Christmas exchange. She gave me that one. This one came from my friend Diana's shop. This one, my cousin Karen gave that to me and Harry our first Christmas. We were all together with my family. And I forget exactly where I got that. I've had that since Chicago. That's really old too. That's Josiah's first Christmas ornament. I got that from Diana's shop. This is my daughter Carly's first Christmas ornament. Let's see. There's another one of these, things like that. I got this. One of the stores here was going out of business, and they had a bunch of Christmas stuff on sale, so I got that. They were like 50 and 75% off for things. My friend Peggy gave me that as well. And I forget where I got that one. I had a bunch of other ornaments on here. I've given some of them to my daughter. Here's another Rudolph there. I got this from my friend Diana's store. I bought this for Harry last year. I need two hands to do this. It's hard to do that when that's there. But anyway, that plays the song from Fantasia, I think it is. No? The band concert, whatever that is. So that's pretty much all sentimental type ornaments. All the other ones are kind of newer and fill-in type of things. I got these two and this, and there's another one upstairs in my bathroom. They're little shelf things, and I got those. I think I got those at Costco. And I got all of these snowmen here from my friend Diana's shop there, and those real big snowmen that I have up on my secretary's desk, I got those at her store too. And I used to put all of those in my Christmas tree. And my village, I've collected pieces. I started doing my village in Chicago. I've collected pieces from there and here, believe it or not. And so to go through all of this and remember where everything's from, don't ask. But I will tell you that these three cottages here and the Victorian one back there, those are Christmas around the world. And so I've had those. Those were my first village pieces. So actually, no, I started collecting my village pieces when I lived in Ohio. I really didn't do anything in Virginia the 7 years that I was there because I just put those out. And then when we went to Chicago is when I started, you know, getting more of these. So that takes care of my downstairs. So I will come back in the next video doing all my upstairs trees.